So I have to admit that most of my career in financial services, I didn't care much about Islamic finance. And for me, Islamic finance was another marketing thing. I didn't spend enough time in order to understand the concept and the differences and whatnot. Up until some of my clients that I was managing their money, where they needed these investments to be compliant with Islamic finance. And this was the time for me to start studying more about the concept of Islamic finance. I have to admit that Islamic finance and conventional finance from the outside look very similar. The same similarity you will find between a piece of chicken on a plate where one says halal stamp and the other doesn't say halal stamp. Both of them are pieces of chicken. Maybe both of them taste the same, but one is halal for you to consume and the other is not. So sometimes the differences can be in a word, can be in the form of what you are consuming. When I started understanding more about Islamic finance, that was the entry for me to understand or to appreciate the value of divine ruling. It's not a ruling that is driven by people, but it sets at least the core principles upon which we as humans should trade with each other. So that was my entry to understanding more and to appreciate Islamic finance, not just from a marketing perspective, but from a fundamental conceptual perspective. When I moved to Turkey, I thought that I will find Turkey equivalent in terms of Islamic finance penetration, like the other markets that I worked in, whether these are the Middle East or even the Far East or even Europe. To my surprise, that despite that the Islamic finance market, and that the Islamic financial products have been outgrowing the conventional products, but there were significant gaps in the market. What also surprised me, that if you pick up any Islamic economy report, Turkey will be in the top 3 countries in every halal sector, whether this is halal pharmaceuticals, whether this is halal hotel and lodging, halal food and beverages. They will be in the top 3 in terms of production or import and export. But when it comes to Islamic finance, you will see them after countries that are not even Islamic. You will find them behind countries like Luxembourg when it comes to Islamic finance penetration. You will find them behind countries like the UK. So for me, this was an aha moment. So I wanted to understand that. But I also realized that it is not because the market is not looking for Islamic finance products. Actually, on the contrary, every Islamic finance product was successful if executed right. So what was the main issue? The main issue was that the market was used on a specific establishment type. They're used to trust the banks more than they would trust investment institutions. So the concept of investing and building the future might have been slightly behind that you would find in other markets. But it didn't mean that they are not looking for these kind of investment options. So we believe that it's just a matter of bringing these new products to the Turkish market, but they have been well established in the other jurisdictions and other countries because of the sentiment that we have found here.